Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be taking you through a quick TRX Pilates routine. So we're going to start in a standing position, feet nice and wide, straps at half length, so about hip height. So just take a moment to adjust yourself and make sure that you're in the center of your anchor point. So we're just going to start mobilizing everything to begin with. So we're going to take a bend over one knee, and as we do, just make sure that that knee's tracking in line with the foot, the toes, and then reaching forward. So sinking the hips back, stretching forwards. Think about pressing into the handles rather than gripping them. So you're stretching out the shoulders, drawing in the abdominals. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, press into your heel, straighten the leg, circle your arms behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And now circle your arms back in front and take a bend over the other leg. So just shuffle a moment on the first one just to check your alignment is right. Pressing forward, sending the hips back. Inhale, straighten and lift, circle the arms behind and move straight to the other side. So we'll speed this up a little bit now that we've got our form right, focusing on keeping abdominals engaged, really lengthening with every movement. Inhale, reaching forwards, allow your shoulders to really stretch and then lift. And again, circling the arms. You'll probably feel a good stretch in the legs here as well. So this is a really nice full body warm-up mobilization. So find a good depth as you're moving. Keep drawing in navel to spine. We'll do one more on this side. And then we lift, and then we're going to hold on the next one. So holding down, find a good depth here. And now circle an arm behind you, reach behind and reach forward. So really push, pull, and then draw that arm back in front, and then circle the other arm behind. And then back, one more on each side, really reaching, creating length. Back to center, last one here. Starting to build up a little bit of heat in the legs. Hold here, and now draw an elbow back in line with your shoulder, and then twist behind you, rotating at the waist, and then bring it back out in front. And then same for the other one, drawing the elbow back, twisting, rotating the spine, and back. One more on each side, drawing the elbow back, squeeze your shoulder blades, twist and back. Last one, abs engaged. And then hold here. Press into that heel, straighten the leg, circle the arms behind, take an inhale. On your exhale, we'll do the same on the other side. So first of all, just finding a good depth to begin with, and then we'll take one arm behind, really reach, and then bring it back. And the other side. And bring it back. Abdominals stay engaged. Keep that depth in the leg. Last one. And now we're going to add that elbow rotation. So drawing one elbow back, take the twist and bring it back. And the other side. One more on each side. Hopefully your legs will be feeling a little bit warmer now. And then straighten that leg, circle your arms all the way behind, squeeze your shoulder blades together, abdominals engaged. And then coming back to center. Now just angle your toes forwards. We're going to hinge from the hips and press forwards. So first of all, just drawing up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, engage the abdominals. Start to hinge from the hips, pushing the hips back, stretching the arms forwards, waking up the backs of the legs, tuning into any tightness in the hamstrings maybe. And now drop your chin to your chest. And you're just going to roll your spine all the way back up to come up to standing, and then restack your head when you get there. One more of those. So first of all, a hinge, stretching out of the shoulders, pressing into the straps, the handles rather than gripping. Push the hips back, nod your chin to your chest, and roll yourself all the way up until you come back up to standing, and take a shoulder roll. Okay, we're going to move down to the mat now. So just adjust your straps to come to mid calf. So we're only working with 2 strap lengths today. This will be the only time that we'll need to adjust. So just make sure that you've got it at that height. and then come to a seated position. We're going to warm up through the abdominals and get into some core work. So sitting underneath, directly underneath your anchor point, feet hip distance apart, and they're going to stay flat on the floor. So reaching forwards to begin with, hands pressing down on the straps. We're going to scoop and roll back just halfway. So just hold here for a moment. Just make sure that you're really drawing those abdominals in, shoulders are down. Imagine you've got an apple between your chin and your chest. And then scoop and roll up and open out the arms. And again, draw the arms forwards, scooping, rolling back, feet stay in contact with the floor, and then drawing it back up, open up the arms. Right, we'll do a few more like this, just starting to warm up the lower abdominals. And you can start to gradually make these a little bit deeper and deeper. Just find your max. If the toes start to creep up, just come up a little bit further. Don't go quite so low. So we really want to keep that abdominal engagement. And coming up. If you want to include the breathing, which is an important part of Pilates, we inhale on the roll down and exhale to come up. But really, especially if you're a beginner, it can be a bit of an overwhelming aspect. So just make sure you're not holding your breath. One more like this. Inhale to move down and exhale to come up. Okay, now we're going to roll about halfway, maybe a quarter of the way if you need to, and just hold here. And now circle your left arm out to the side, just to the side, and then coming back. And then the right arm moves out to the side. So we're keeping the body square to the front. We're not rotating from the waist. And then go right. So keep stretching the arms forwards, pressing into the handles, scooping the abdominals. We'll do one more on each side, and then we'll take a quick recovery. Last one on the right. Hold here, scoop and roll yourself all the way up nice and tall. Open out the arms, inhale, exhale, draw the arms forward, scoop and roll and hold halfway. This time we're going to add a rotation. So left arm comes out to the side and then sweep back. Try to take your gaze with your fingertips and then come back to center. So we're adding in oblique work now, and then the right goes out to the side and then twist further and coming back, and then left. So every movement is with control, always thinking about lengthening. Keep your depth in your roll back. Scooping the abdominals in, shoulders are down, feet are in contact with the floor. One more on each side. Last one. Scoop and roll all the way up. Take an inhale, open out. And then coming back. This time, scoop and roll halfway. We're going to keep the hands exactly where they are for now. And lift your right leg up into a tabletop position. So your shin is parallel with your ceiling. And then drop it down. And then go left. And then drop it down. Shoulders down. So we'll just do a few of these. And then hold your right leg up and then lift your left leg. So now you're in a half teaser. So you're pressing into your straps, still keeping the spine nice and long. Crown of your head is drawing up to the ceiling. And now tap your right foot down to the floor, bring it back up. And then your left foot down to the floor and bring it back up. So still really scooping in the abdominals. Keep breathing. Right. And then left. One more on the right, one more on the left. Hold it up here. Now circle your arms out open. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Draw them back, replace your feet down, roll yourself up and opening out. Take an inhale and release. Okay, we're going to move on to our backs now and do a little bit of shoulder bridge work. So the straps are at the same length. You might want to bring yourself to sit about in the center of your mat. Laying down, we're going to insert the heels first, so the toes are pointing upwards, And just make sure you've got a good neutral spine here. So if you need to arch your back away from the floor, press it down and make that movement smaller and smaller until you've just got a tiny gap between your back and the floor. Fully extend the legs and just see how that feels to begin with. Hands by your sides. We're going to start to peel the spine up and away from the floor. So when we're here, we want the hips to be level and high, and the rib cage doesn't start to pop out, so keep the abdominals nice and tight. Now we're going to draw both knees in towards us, keeping that height in the hips, and then press them away. And again, drawing it in, really strong movement you should feel this in your hamstrings. So we inhale to move in and exhale to press away. Inhale in, exhale, press. We're going to do 2 more of these before we add on. And then hold it out long. And now draw your right leg in. So your heel is about in line with your left knee. Hips are high and level. We're going to dip down and push back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Slowly switch legs. So the left heel is now about in line with the right knee, and dip down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend both legs nice and long. And now draw your knees in. We're going to roll down the spine all the way down to the floor. Extend the legs long and then roll yourself back up. And again, knees come in, rolling down. Nice spine massage, extend away. And again, scooping, rolling up. Draw it in and release down. 1 more. Draw it in and then release all the way down. Okay, release yourself from the straps. Bring yourself up. And I hope you enjoyed that quick TRX Pilates session. Please like and subscribe for more, and leave any feedback or comments in the box below. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.